I watch and review one Detective Conan movie a week until the release of the brand new film in April 2024. I'll tell you what the movie is about, the good, the bad, and anything else interesting of note. And at the end of each video, I rank the movies watched in the tier list to see exactly which films are the best in the series. And today we have movie 21, Detective Conan, The Crimson Love Letter. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. The Crimson Love Letter premiered in Japanese theaters on April 15th, 2017 and was directed by Kobun Shizuno and written by Takahiro Okura. This film is also dedicated to the late great Kazunari Kochi, who, if you haven't been following this series, has written a majority of the Conan film's screenplays. He sadly passed away on July 18th, 2016. The film follows Conan and the gang who become victims to a serial bombing seemingly revolving around Karuta, a traditional Japanese card game. Think Pokemon but with Japanese poems. Together with Heiji, Conan must stop the serial killer from striking, while Kazuha struggles with the fact that her Karuta opponent may take Heiji's hand in marriage. Now, before we start, I should mention that, fun fact, Gosho Aoyama himself cited the anime series Chihaya Furu as a major inspiration for the film. I personally have not seen Chihaya Furu and will not be considering its influence in this review. I'll be reviewing the movie simply on its merits. With that said, I think this movie sucks balls. Got it! Firstly, I have been noticing these films become more and more lazy with its introduction of characters. It's not the first film to have this problem, but I really noticed it in this one. You see, instead of introducing suspects organically through physical interactions, conversations, or events, the main characters just proceed to give an entire briefing on who they are and what they're about. Like literally, they sit around a table and just give the briefing. This is just so lazy to me. Like, come on, Okura, this is literally your first Conan film as head writer, and this is how you go about it? Anyway, from here we just get more Heiji, Kazuha bickering, a complete waste of time love triangle subplot, and a culprit with an arguably worse motive than the dumbass lady from Sunflowers of Inferno. Let's start with Heiji and Kazuha. I can't be the only one sick of them just nagging at each other every time we see them in one of these movies. It was kinda cute at first, but now it's just kinda obnoxious. I read some Reddit comments the other day by these two users that I think perfectly describes how the Heiji Kazuha subplot has just overstayed its welcome. And this is exacerbated by the introduction of Momiji, a character that serves little purpose but just to complete the love triangle. And I don't know much about Japanese customs or whatever, but they take this Heiji promising to marry her since they were kids thing way too seriously. Like, what exactly is Kazuha getting so worked up for? It's obvious Heiji doesn't at all feel romantically attracted to this woman, and it's not like he signed some contract to marry her when they were kids. It feels really forced and is just there to fondle this notion of, you know, will they, won't they? It's just all nonsense. And then the mystery, oh man, the mystery just didn't really make a lot of sense. This character Yajima was killed because he apparently found out about the cards and was planning to expose Achiwa, the true culprit of the murder of Nagoro. But what exactly did he find? How did he come to this radical conclusion that Achiwa was responsible for this crime? Seeing something fishy on a videotape isn't enough evidence. And also, how exactly was he supposed to see these tiny specks of blood on cards from an old video camera? Hell, there are modern cameras today that wouldn't be able to show that kind of quality clearly enough on a TV screen. And Achiwa's plan to blow up the Satsuki Hall with Nagoro's body hidden in the room? His initial murder happened 5 years ago. This guy would have been close to being a skeleton at this point, if not already fully a skeleton. You're telling me Achiwa thinks the authorities will be fooled by thinking Nagoro has been conducting these killings? Like, come on, what is this? And then finally, the most egregious thing about this film, the motive. Achiwa basically covered up for his wife, who was the actual person to murder Nagoro. And what was her motive for murdering him? She lost in a game of Karuta. Are you fucking serious? You killed another human being because you lost in a silly little card game?
Well, Kevin did rock one of it.
Yogi lost a card game!
A card game that only has 10,000 to 20,000 competitive players in the entire country. A game so niche that it only makes up 1% of your entire population. Really? It's like me going out to murder a friend just because I lost in a game of Jungle Speed or something. Like, come on, this is so stupid. The action scenes feel disjointed, the mystery is stupid, all the important characters are annoying or just serve to push a stupid love triangle. The game of Carta was unique but felt really shoehorned in there. The movie is just bad all around and really not worth your time. And it is going straight into the F tier. See you all next week for Movie 22, Detective Conan, Zero the Enforcer. See you all then. Bye bye.